Okay, behind me, this is Concert 3. This is a nice batch mix of 7th and 8th graders. Before we get to our first number, just two quick housekeeping issues. There was an accidental program omission. Owen Tenbrook is a percussionist in Concert 2. We apologize for leaving his name off the program. And then secondly, I'd like to give a big hand to Miss Melinda McKenzie Hall. She's probably hiding backstage right now somewhere. But she is the band director here at Woodson. This could not be possible without her help. The band directors in Fairfax County are some of the hardest working people I know, and I think she is the hardest working of all of them. So and like every family, it's kind of a team effort. Her husband, Mr. Hall, Gary Hall, is here taking pictures for us this evening, so thank you to Mr. Hall as well. We are going to kick off our first piece this evening. It's entitled Cedar Crest March. This is the band's kind of first foray into cut time, which basically takes a note value and divides it in half. So it's been quite a challenge for them to learn the quickness of the notes, and we were kind of discussing it and thinking that it was probably first put in place back in the day when marches were first being used. You figure a band's going to actually march somewhere, they're going to need some kind of music in front of them, so it would have been on a tiny little sheet of music, and that's probably a lot more visually pleasing to the performers, and ever since then it's just kind of become the reputation of a march to be played in cut time. So please enjoy Cedar Crest March. So this is our pre-assessment performance for all the Frost bands this evening, and every band is unique in that it's graded as a group as opposed to kind of an individual taking a math SOL and getting that one grade. We go together as a group and we get comments and critiques and a rating from several judges, and it's pretty much the same layout for every band. Every band's going to do a march, which is kind of their warm-up, and then they'll do 2 stage tunes, and then they go off and they sight read a tune. They'll be given 7 minutes to basically look through the piece, finger through it, sing through it, clap through it, anything that doesn't involve playing their instrument, and then they have to perform all the way through that piece. Just for your information, the assessment performance, it is open to the public, so please come and support the Frost bands as we perform that day. The sight reading, however, is not open to the public, so we'll go into the sight reading room on our own, and then we'll come back, and the kids will be free to go home. It's March 14th at Lake Braddock Secondary School. Please look at the times that are either on the band's website, or I've also included them on the program here this evening. The next piece we're going to do is Cloud Gate, which was the composer's favorite city, Chicago, and he wrote it based off of Cloud Gate, that big gigantic beam that everybody knows in Millennium Park, and tried to kind of get the reflections of the city. So please enjoy our next piece by Timothy Lopes, entitled Cloud Gate. left some postcards out there on the table for the Frost Robinson Summer Band Camp that's going on. It's starting on June 23rd. It goes through to July 10th. And I'm happy to report that it is at Frost Middle School, finally after about a 5-year hiatus. The camp's open to rising 5th through rising 9th graders, so even those 8th graders. Perfect chance for you to keep playing over the summertime. There's 3 classes a day, and your child would be performing in a group private lesson with a professional on their instrument, and then they go to a woodwind, brass, or percussion sectional, and then they'd be performing with a full band every day. And over those 3 weeks, it really kind of equates to probably almost a full year of instruction when you figure 3 hours a day for 3 weeks. Most of the stuff is online at this point. If you go to the Frost Robinson Summer Bandcamp.com webpage, and it's on the postcard, you can sign up online, and then I think check will be sent to, I think, Robinson Secondary. But the details are out there on the webpage. So, wonderful opportunity for your kids to keep playing this summer. Like I said, our next tune, Celtic Air and Dance, it takes 2 tunes, the first being a ballad, the popular Celtic song, Red is the Rose, and then it finishes with a fun little dance in a polka style. Please enjoy.